Hi, welcome back to the Beauty Authority. I'm Tatiana Bido, New Beauty's Director of Aesthetic Content. And if you recognize this familiar face and you're over 40, then you know Erica Taylor has been giving us some makeup help for quite a few years now. And she's here to talk to us about some of her new projects and give us a little more tips that can help us as we try to enhance and sort of graduate into more modern makeup style. How are you, Erica?
I am good. Mondays are tough, but we got this. The kids are all
Mondays are tough, but we got this. We have good lighting.
until it dies, but it's been like nice right now.
So I am familiar with you just from being a follower, but for anyone who's watching who's not familiar on how you got here, can you give us a little bit of your history?
Yeah, I've been in the cosmetics industry basically since young adult. We're talking 19 years old, since a kid. And I started at Macy's counter, and I just really liked makeup. I never thought of it as a career, but I loved makeup, and I was, like, an art student that wasn't able to get a job, and people were like, "Why don't you just work in cosmetics?" And I was like, "Okay." So off I marched to a Macy's, and I just kinda found my groove, and I started working with companies and really excelling. I liked working with the public, I liked peopling, I liked teaching makeup. I was in school to be an art teacher. So art was my background, so color theory, shadow colors, lipstick colors, it was all really natural for me, and then I liked working with people, and I just kind of grew in that field. Long story short, you're talking 27 years later. And I started posting my tips and tricks I had learned on social. And my thing was like, yes, I've done runway. Yes, I've done celebrities. But my favorite thing was the everyday client who forgot to take care of herself, who didn't exfoliate in 7 years, who, hasn't done makeup since high school. And
Yeah.
and it's like, now what?
Yeah. What was your first job in makeup and beauty?
Prescriptives counter.
Ooh.
And it was perfect because it was like I made foundations. I was color blending and I was an art student, which
And
what got me there.
And back then, there were just so many few options for us, right? Like, you really had to seek out different things. It wasn't like now where you have so many options.
So we didn't have that. It was like Clinique, Origins, Prescriptives, Estee Lauder, Lancome.
Yeah.
And Mac had just kind of hit the scene.
And when you really started, taking off from what I remember was post-COVID, online, your content was taking off. I feel like it was so refreshing to see someone in my age group that was explaining things to me in a way that I could really understand. Can you believe there was such a void before you came along?
No one, and when they did, the mature beauty was very like, make sure you wear everything matte and flat and boring. And it was like, but we're cooler than that now. And I think spending so many years with the public, I understood how to speak the language of the not makeup person. And I used to tell my teams when I would teach them, because I trained the teams how to connect with clients, and I would say, I can't cook. So you have to explain to me every single step. I don't know the difference between a pinch, a dash, a this. So don't assume they know what you're talking about. So when you say stipple, blend, stipple means nothing.
Right.
Take the brush and press means something. Stipple could mean anything. Just like
Yeah.
me say a dash of this. I'm like, what's a dash?
It's so
Pulls me
crazy.
down.
It's so crazy what we had access to. I think my first makeup product was the Studio Fix powder
Yeah.
and MAC Studio Fix powder.
Yep.
We didn't have brushes like that. Just
We didn't have
normal people.
skincare.
Yeah.
You do skincare before your makeup? No. I
Mhm.
remember just putting Studio Fix powder straight up on my face. And that was my under my eyes, the whole situation. And I looked like a porcelain doll because I was 20.
Yeah. But now we don't, right? So now we have all of these challenges that we didn't have before. And I think sometimes people either get stuck in the makeup techniques that they had when they were, at their height of whatever popularity or
And
gorgeousness or whatever. But you get kind of stuck sometimes. Or like for me, my eyes are, getting lower, hooded. When I go to put my eyeliner on, it's just so much more difficult than it was. I just used to go like this. And
yeah.
now I have to get really close. So, what are some of the things that women in our age group are, asking you about or coming to your page for?
I think we were saying, okay, so the texture around the eyes is a major concern. You know, the concealer, the powder, what are we doing around the eye area? But now that we have more moisture around the eye area, now our mascaras and our eyeliners are running. Okay, where does the eyeliner go? Because the old drag and pull method is no more. It's like dragging, like I said in my book, it's like dragging, a line down a stucco wall. It doesn't work. So I
Mhm.
think it's really like texture of the skin and then just looking dull, and foundations have betrayed us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our
And
foundations gave up on us.
we like foundations are sort of new, like a newer concept, I think. I mean, I think if you're a professional makeup artist, you've been working with foundations for a long time. But like when I was growing up, we weren't buying bottles of foundation to put on
Yep.
in that way. It was just so just even finding out what brush to use, how to prep your skin. Yeah,
I
everything. It's
prep is for us 60 to 70% of the battle.
yeah.
If you don't prep your skin, 'cause people go, you can go, how come you put on dollar store stuff and it looks nice? Because the skin is prepped first. If your skin is not prepped, you could have a $5 foundation or a $500 foundation and it's going to look terrible.
Yeah. So speaking of skin prep, you are collabing or moving into the skincare step with Doll 10. Can you tell me a little bit about that partnership?
So this is just, it's very crazy. Long story short, though. So I accidentally made this product, the liquid filter for Doll 10, about 2 years ago, go viral. They had sent me this box of product. I had no idea who Doll 10 was, and they had no idea who I was. They just sent it out through Shop My Shelf, like one of those, affiliate links. I had it for months. And then one day I was like, I'm going to give this to somebody. Let me see what it is. I had a couple glasses of wine and I picked up this liquid filter and I was like, what is this sorcery? And I did this funny video that was like, I put it on one side and the other side is hello. And I like jump scared. And I think everyone just kind of like laughed and connected and it sold out. So Doll 10, the owner was like, we think there's a glitch in the system. It says we sold out overnight of the liquid filter and that's not possible. And they start researching and they found my video. I didn't even tag them and it wasn't linked, nothing. So then I met with Doris a few months later, and she was like, I don't know if I want to meet with the influencers. We'll see. We had dinner for like 4 hours. And at the end of the conversation, she was like, so what do you want to make? What do you want to make with me? One day, what are we going to make? And then she was like, you know, talking about the skin prep and everything I talk about. And that was 2 years ago.
That's so exciting. So is this a primer and is it a skincare moisturizer and a primer also?
Okay, so this is just next level, and I'm finally talking about it, which is so exciting because I've been using it secretly. The first one is the eye balm of all eye balms.
Ooh. And a
So
stick.
in a pretty stick,
Mm.
she snaps. She's cute. So I'm always touching up with an eye balm because I think as we look in the mirror, we get creasy, we get texture, and you're like, now what? But I used other eye balms that I've made viral. I've kind of brought the whole balm thing to market a few years ago, and it's because that texture is different. But I used balms for what I wanted, but they
Mhm.
weren't made for what I use it for. So this is a brightening. It's not so much a corrector as it is brightened, but you put it over your concealer under prep and it just rehydrates the situation. Like I have been using this for a year. I can't be without it.
I
Like
love
it's
it.
instant crease. It's the instant original crease release.
Give me a stick that covers and treats, and I'll use it all day. So
Done.
cool. Very cool.
A concealer, but if you're not like a big concealer gal, you can totally just wear it by itself.
What's it called?
It is called Glow. It's the eye balm. Let's glow.
And this is the first time you're really putting your name on anything out there, right?
It's got my name. We did our fun lip collab. They allowed me to make lip, but it was with their formula, right?
Right.
We formulated this together in
Amazing.
formulations, clean, everything you need. Squalane, like the things, the buzzwords we need that we lose that's in our skin. Oh my God. So all my friends are like, give me one. When can I have it? But this squalane, ceramides, NAD, exosomes, peptides, vitamin C, caffeine, like everything you need in one thing.
Love it.
And
So this is launching now in May.
May 6th.
May 6th. So cool. And I love anything you can throw in your purse and take with you on the go is such a plus.
Oh, I don't this is like my second one I've used. I don't travel without this. If I don't have it, I'm like, absolutely not. I mean, this one's getting down there. But the other thing I created, so I always, because I'm in the industry for so long, there's so many of the same. Another blush, another lip, another this, another that. And I'm like, if I ever had products, I would want to fix a problem. I would want a product that plays nice with anything else you have. So that where the Let's Glow serum comes in.
Mhm.
Instead of buying 1,000 foundations, mix this into your foundation and your foundation is better. Whether it's from the dollar store, from Neiman Marcus, wherever, that's what this is. So if you want to wear it alone for glow, feel free. If you put on too much powder, you look dusty, put it on top or mix it right in. That's what I always wanted. I was like, people love all different makeup.
Yeah.
So someone change their whole routine is not realistic. But just to give life to our regular routine, boom.
So this is meant to be used on the skin as part of your prep, but you
Yep.
can also mix it into your foundation to give you
Yep.
more glowier, dewier look.
Exactly. And you can even put it over your foundation like I just did. Or
Yeah.
one days that you over powder right on top.
And
Done.
can we talk about how important it is to have that base, especially for mature skin? Like that's the underneath, under your makeup is really
Most
doing
important.
all the heavy lifting.
And also the exfoliation. I think, there's so many great exfoliating products out there. So I didn't want to get into that level of skincare. You
Yeah.
know, mine's more just like prep it, almost like a makeup skincare hybrid is
Yeah.
what I have, right? But exfoliating your skin, that's like the Wise Beauty exfoliating pads are insane. I'm known
Yes.
for the First Aid Beauty exfoliating pads. Like, just get the dead skin off and then lube your skin back up. I always say, I'm always like, lube it up. Like, look at your skin; it's glowing.
But that's what it's actually a little flaky right now, but like you said, I've got underneath, I have the right skincare that's sort of helping it. I exfoliated a little too much, but
That happens too.
it happens. But
It's good to
and
get back.
at this age, I just wanna be like I'm 48, I wanna be super careful, my skin's super reactive, and like you said, underneath, it's the most important thing. It's really your most important step.
Are you getting the dry eyes?
Yes, I get the dry eyes. Yeah.
I'm It's our age. I'm going to be 50 in September. And ever since the last few years, I got the dry eyes. And it
Yeah.
makes liner more difficult. It makes mascaras bother my eyes.
Mhm.
Itchy. I get irritated. It's a really crazy space to be in. And I remember as a young makeup artist, women saying to me, my eyes are very sensitive. And
Yes.
I'm like, sure. And now I'm like, every,
No.
I have nothing on my eyes right now. I take breaks.
I have, like, less eye makeup right now, but yeah, and my eye makeup travels throughout the day, like, it used to just stay on, and now I've got a good hour and a half, and then it's over, but absolutely, I think, a lot of these changes that are happening, it's hard to really know where it's coming from. Sometimes I'm like, "Is it my contacts?" But then when you add it all up, it's my hair, it's my skin, it's my eyes, it's my brain fog, it's
I know
everything.
airlines like taking a left turn. I'm like,
Oh,
where
100%, yes. Me
it's a weird
too. Me too, girl. Me too.
it's a weird place to be in, and that's what I said too. I wanna make makeup fun again. I want us to no, we're all going through it. We can't
Yeah,
stop. We can do it and do it our way and embrace it. And I'm like, I don't want to be scared of makeup. I want makeup to be fun. I want to play dress up still. I
yeah,
want us to do our makeup and enjoy it. Remember going to the club in our 20s and getting ready was most of the fun before you eat
100%.
out. I want us to have that again. I want us to play with makeup still and not be intimidated or scared of it.
Well, that's a perfect segue to talk about your book because you have so many great messages in your new book. Can you tell us a little bit about it and what readers can expect?
Yeah, so basically, it's a lot of my lessons that I'm known for in one book and really just kind of laughing at ourselves a little bit, what we're going through together. And one of my favorite chapters is called Meet Your New Face. And it's like, one day you're going to wake up, you're going to look in the mirror, and you're going to see your mom. And when that happens, Erica says hi, and I got you. We got this.
And the book
And
is called The Magic of Makeup.
because makeup can be magical for us, makeup
Yes.
can up to the next level, and it's your, guide for a youthful, radiant look at any age. And I say any age because, when you're in your 60s and someone says, I'm 40, you're like, you're a baby. But we don't feel like a baby. And
Mm-mm.
when someone's turning 30, someone in their 40s, like, oh, you're still a baby. You don't get it. But allow us all to age and feel a way that we're feeling in the time we're feeling. Because a 28-year-old doesn't feel like a 19-year-old, right? So
Right.
it's honoring the changes together at any age.
Yeah.
Because we're all aging.
I love it, and I love too that when you're reading it, I hear your voice.
Uh, Words. Somebody said in a review, I got actually one like not nice review. They were like, it sounds like she's rambling. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
you haven't met me. Maybe people follow me because I ramble.
I love it, and it's so practical, and that's what we need right now. Just cut through all the stuff. I don't need 15 steps. I just need to know
Yeah.
what to use, how to use it, and what not to use, right?
But not to, and also it's very ADHD friendly. And I feel like as we reach a certain age, we all kind of, our attention span is very limited and we don't have time to mess around and waste time. So it's very like to the point. It's
Yeah.
not it's not like a story on me. There's pictures, that I need like mental visuals. I need like visual stimulation.
Yes.
There's pictures. Then there's like face prep, skin prep. It's like a step by step how to, but also why. Because if you
Mhm.
understand the why, you can accomplish the how. And I feel like so many makeup artists out there, they don't say, okay, you have to exfoliate, but why? You
Mhm.
have to double cleanse. Tell me why, and then I'll understand, I'll connect, and I'll do it. But
Right.
someone has to tell us why.
100%. Okay, so what if someone does want to refresh their look and get a more modernized, lifted look? Maybe they feel like they're a little stuck in the past or they don't know what they're doing wrong. What are one or two things that you recommend that will really help elevate your makeup routine?
Step one, exfoliate. I always say if you don't exfoliate your skincare, and makeup will not be great. You have
Yeah.
to get the dead skin off. It doesn't come off on its own anymore. We have to expedite. It doesn't mean daily, but a few times a week, if you touch your face and it feels sandy or gritty, dead skin, it's got to go. I
Yeah.
used to say to clients, permission to touch your face. And if I touched their face and I felt that sandiness, I was like, we're exfoliating right now.
Right.
That, and then get a glowing or a hydrating product that's more skincare than it is makeup. Like we have, I like the new balms that are out, It
Oh, I
Cosmetics.
love that new balm. It's a life changer, the It Cosmetics. Yeah.
They're well loved.
This is a good list, okay? So we've got the Wise Beauty
Ads.
pads. Those are amazing. And if
Mhm.
you have sensitive skin, they don't irritate. It's a great step if you don't know what to do.
And I have sensitive skin, they don't bother me at all, and I take
Mhm.
it to chest because don't forget about it. If you don't take care of your neck, your house is gonna fall.
Yeah. That it's so then for under eye, we have your new Doll 10.
This balm, you will
Mhm.
not be, I'm telling you, it's a game changer. I'm not a time waster with coming out with a product that you don't need. Like this is you put it in your bag and you're gonna be you're gonna be like, I don't know what I did before I ever had this.
Right.
You eye balm to prep, also to touch up, to brighten, all the things.
Should we go up here too?
Not with this, because this is
Only
more.
down here.
So if you do it too much on the eyelid, though it could treat in the morning, it might make your shadow a little bit too creepy.
Mm,
So I
that's
would keep
smart.
it more for the crepey.
Then we use your glow serum, your Doll 10.
Let's glow.
Let's glow.
You're gonna put a
The
good moisturizer.
and we're gonna wait between our
No,
steps. Oh,
I
no waiting? You don't
no
wait. Then we can use the, It Cosmetics balm
pop
for
your put you like a moisturizer or your SPF first, right?
mhm,
Moisturize SPF. Your sheer tin face balm is gonna now your skin's glowing.
yeah,
You're still gonna set the T zone. You
mhm.
still people won't realize that we're not gonna bake under our eye, but you still need to set the T zone with a
I'm not a
powder.
setter, so what do you recommend for somebody who's just feels like this is okay, when we get to this setting, I know that's gonna make my makeup last longer, but what do you recommend? What should I grab?
That's when I say just the tips. Okay. There's two I use a lot. And I say just the tip because just use the tip of your brush and I'm gonna show you. Okay, so you can grab something like there's a few that I love. Doll 10, it's clean.
Nice
Kosas,
fluffy.
nice soft brush.
Mhm,
Kosas is a great one, also clean, talc free. So Doll 10, Kosas are usually like my go-tos. Cali Ray has a great one. Again, I don't use just one brand of anything. I love to play, and I think that's the fun of it. So I would say get yourself a talc free
mhm.
powder. I'm even use a smaller brush too, because I'm going just the tip. And I want you to see even on the camera here. You see how we get this situation?
Yep.
Fat pads migrate. When we put too
Mhm,
much on that area, it enhances that situation.
mhm.
By going, setting a little in that area, it blurs the look.
Good joining you, actually. I
Yeah,
have a
just
little.
right here. Not too much under the eye. Stay here, right in the middle.
Okay, right here.
Yes, right here where the fat pad's migrating.
So is that gonna give me a little blur too? Okay.
And look,
We
this
like
side,
that.
see it instantly. So it's really centering. We still powder, but we gotta go like right. You can go close to the eye area. Don't hover too much in there. And on the pores and the cheek. And then kind of like anywhere that's like extra, extra shiny.
Get the oil.
uh, But like low here, leave it alone.
Okay, because we want that radiance up here.
You need that radiance because a flat surface catches no light.
Ooh,
So we
and you
need the radiance to pick up the light. But
mhm.
we blur the pore. I always say, and this is kind of something I should kind of hone in on more, blur the pores, powder the pores, not the lines.
Powder
Powder the
the
pores,
pores,
not the
not the
wrinkle.
lines. Okay.
So
Because then
powder
if you powder the wrinkle, you're actually, um, calling it out more because it can get,
that,
yeah,
but
drier, more
pores to
prominent.
blur.
Yes.
And if you have a large pore, that means you're still making oil. If you've got a wrinkle there, you're probably not.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, thank you so much. This has been so insightful, and I love that I got to do my makeup with you a little bit.
I know. We'll have to do eyeshadow another time because I feel like that's a whole separate section.
Oh, yeah. What's one really good thing one little tip that we can take away for eyeshadow and for eyes?
Uncomfortably high to lift your eye. That's why I say over the river, through the hood. So you see how you lifted your eye?
Uncomfortably, I understand. You're saying placement should be up here,
A
even if
little higher. So watch this. Ready? I'm resting B face, and real quick, I'm just going to go. So instead of going in the crease,
yeah,
go a little bit over. And what that does is it gets the look of what I call the overhang
yeah.
down. Look.
Yeah.
And
One thing I've learned too from you is like back in the early 2000s, I think we got stuck in like you put light here,
the
then you
dark the
put the
light.
dark here. And then it's almost like we didn't blend it enough. And it
No,
was very
like that. No, it was the light, the dark, the light, and
yeah,
then the V. And none
yeah,
of us blended. There was no
yeah.
blend.
So now I'm like not so exact, because my hood is moving anyway.
Yeah. And I always when in doubt, blend it out. When
Yeah.
in doubt, blend out. You don't want to see a harsh edge of anything. You'd rather just see like a nice smooth transition.
But go higher than you think is what you're saying. The higher you go, the more it gives the illusion that's where my brow bone is.
Exactly. And
Right.
as our lid falls, we get a little overhang here, right?
Mhm.
When
Mhm.
you go back over, it actually recedes the look of that and it kind of makes it look, you see how it kind of lifted up the situation?
Yeah. It's almost like giving yourself a little blepharoplasty real quick.
It
Yeah.
is, and that's why I
Mhm.
say uncomfortably high to lift your eye because it's very uncomfortable when you're doing it.
Powder the pores, not the lines.
Out of the pores, not the lines.
Lift
Uncomfortable high.
uncomfortably high. How amazing. Thank you so much, Erica. This has been great, and New Beauty loves you. You're a wonderful resource for us. Thank you. Thank you so much.